So I'm gonna get a text and I'm gonna have to leave, but these guys have got you covered.
All right. All right, it is 6:01. Let's open the Board of Health meeting for Tuesday, October 10th. All members are present, along with all members of the board. First motion on the agenda is 151 Purchase Street, request to live in trailer on property during home renovations.
I'll take this one. So Cameron Hughes, he was here last month. He's going through a home renovation, adding an in-law apartment, but while they're doing that, they're also removing his bedroom and turning it into a bathroom. So he would like to seek permission to sleep in the trailer. He takes the waste down to Carver each week or every 2 weeks, and this way he can keep working on the in-law apartment.
So, and just to, add for the public's information, under the old form of the housing code, temporary housing wasn't a violation until we knew about it for 30 days. Now it's not necessarily a violation, but they've changed the code to say that there can be no temporary housing without the board's permission. So in the past, we've seen these with fires and floods and things like that. The board has acted favorably in the past on these requests. We can make sure that we're checking on it every once in a while if you'd like, but usually they kind of have their own life, and then the renovation is done and the trailer goes back to going on vacation.
Has anyone been out there to see the trailer?
I have.
Okay, it is.
It's fine, yeah.
It's in the driveway, right? It's just
It
right
is.
there. It's just right there in the driveway. So. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Zias, yes.
Mills, yes.
Yeah, yes.
Excellent. Next on the agenda, we have 26 Quanticut and 10 Morse Road, request to waive fees.
Okay, so in the past, this is Habitat for Humanity. They've requested in the past to have fees waived. The building department has also had a request for fees waived. In the past, the board has not waived the fees. You can if you want, or if you want to table it till as Kristen stated to me earlier, to see what the building department does, and that we can go down that route.
We've had the request twice before, different compositions of the board. It doesn't affect the amount of work that we need to do. In the scheme of their project, we're about $1,200 per property.
No, total.
Between the two?
Yeah.
Okay, so about $600 per property. It is kind of a cost of doing business. It is, demanding on our office, as any other project is.
And we haven't in the past waived them?
No.
And I don't think it's fair to start waiving it now.
On average, how many visits would you do to that, each property
Minimum of
during
2.
construction?
Minimum of 2.
And the review of the septic plans. So you're going to be three hours ballpark total. Figure if my review of the septic plan is 45 minutes to an hour, depending on revisions. So just call it. Then going out once and doing a depot inspection and coming back, and then going out doing a final. And
If there's a pump, there's a potential for a
For a
third
third.
construction one. And were the fees also being asked to be waived for the perk tests?
I'm including those.
Yes. So that's 2 or 3 to 4 hours that we've already spent on the property.
If this were the first Habitat for Humanity project, I'd be inclined to, but where we haven't in the past, I don't think it's fair to start doing it now.
And you can revisit it once I believe that the building permit issue needs to go to the select board. So if you'd like to just table it and review it when they've acted, that's also an option.
So if we turn the motion down and the select board approves, what happens in that case?
they pay our fee, but they won't pay.
Oh, it's different fees. Okay,
Yep.
sorry. Yep.
I guess we could table it until the selectmen board vote on it and follow suit.
Yeah.
I would like to think they'd do the same thing.
I wonder if
I've
the
been waived
ones.
before.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
I wonder if the ones that came before this were they also like not-for-profit charitable organizations?
They were Habitat for
Oh,
Humanity.
they were Habitat.
Yeah, Habitat.
Now
Okay.
they're doing like for like.
Okay. Okay.
And if we don't know what the
Okay.
building did, or I can't confirm what building did.
I was just going to ask that. We don't know what they did historically, what they've been doing.
one of the houses was 2011, and
2018. Electric Avenue was 2018.
That's all that was, huh? Wow. Yeah, I make a motion to table it until select board votes on
Second.
both properties.
All those in favor? Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
Me and yes.
Do we still have to do that now that we're not remote?
Yes.
You know what? Can I make an amendment to that? Is it too late to do that?
You can make another motion.
I would like to actually make a motion that the discretion is left up to you based on whatever the select board votes, because I don't want to also delay the project where we meet monthly. I don't think that's fair. So,
They've been paying
They've
the
already
fees,
paid the
this
fees.
would be
A refund.
refunding, so it's
oh,
not,
okay, disregard.
it's not gonna slow anything, they're
Okay,
moving
all
ahead.
right,
actually one of them's already approved and ready to go.
I retract.
Doesn't say I'll vote no on your motion.
All right, so we're back to the original motion, did we get a clean?
Yep, it
everybody?
passed, yep.
Okay, unanimous.
Wonderful. Item number 3 on our agenda is Bettermans, and tonight is for 13 Heath Road.
Yes, so they're seeking the usual $45,000 to repair their faulty septic. They've already had the perk test done. There's definitely evidence of failure, and they're in good standing with the town in terms of their invoices.
Motion to approve the betterment for 13 Heath Road.
Second. All those in favor? Zayas, yes.
Mills, yes.
Me and yes.
Next item on the agenda is West Nile virus and triple E. On the rise.
So I had already prepped Mark to deliver this, thinking that I may have to go downstairs, so Mark, why don't you go ahead?
Sure. As you've been notified, and I apologize for sending you my checklist by accident, but it was a little hectic morning. As long as you get the proper documentation soon after, I hope it didn't bother you too much. So the last triple E mosquito we got was a Culex salinaris, which is a mosquito that actually is going in for hibernation now, which is a good thing. We're getting colder nights. 50 degrees is about the time that the mosquitoes go hide under leaves and stuff, and they don't bite people. They are going to raise our risk. They did raise our risk level last Thursday to moderate, which we found out today.
Yes, they didn't notify us.
They didn't give us our emergency notification that we usually get on our phones and our email and everything else. So that'll be coming out probably either tonight or tomorrow morning from me, letting you know that the triple E has gone from low to moderate risk. Back in 2011 and those times, we used to start the season at moderate risk, not low. Well, but now we're at moderate. So we'll do the proper notifications of that as well, and we'll keep an eye on it. It's nice that it's at the end of the season. Hopefully we'll get a hot frost sooner than later. No one likes the cold, but if we get 28 degrees for 4 hours, we're in the clear for the season. It's also too cold for them to spray because of the temperature outside. It's an adulticide, it kills the adult mosquitoes. They kind of go and hide at night, so it's not an effective method to, get the trucks out and start spraying and stuff. So they've stopped that. They will continue trapping and the mosquito species and stuff like that. Kristen, I know I missed something.
That's okay. They will continue to trap as long as they possibly can by Bristol County. The state's about ready to shut down their testing. Bristol County will continue, again, as the weather gets colder, the population thins and the activity thins. So they aren't getting as many in their trap. At some point, they won't have enough in the trap to actually even run the test and make it a valid test. So what the plan calls for, the Arborvirus Action Plan calls for at the state level, is we have a list of things to do while we're at low risk, and then a list of things that we do at moderate risk. And one of the things that changes between the two of them is a little bit more effort on notifying people of the risk and trying to get people to notice. So one of the steps we'll be taking, we did in anticipation of this, as soon as we saw the second one, we actually thought we might get raised to moderate. So we have signs that we put at the playgrounds and at some of the other places where people gather outdoors. We order stickers that cover up what our risk level is. So the last time these slides were out, they were at critical risk, which is not a fun place to be. So we have ordered, and they will be ready by tomorrow at 4.
4:30 p.m.
Stickers that we'll go over and we'll post actually physically out in the community, on top of the fact that we're on Facebook and that it's on our website and whatnot, that the town is at a little bit more risk. Hopefully we get a few more people to notice. And we, on the signs themselves, it talks about using using bug spray and wearing clothing and where you can look for more information on our website. So we'll continue to take those steps. Hopefully that will be the end of it.
That warm spell, that got them going again. That we had last week.
The rain,
But that,
all the rain.
I'm
combination.
surprised. it
yeah,
took
the
this long
combination
to
of
get
warm and the
water.
rain. Did we notify the schools specifically for the after
Yes,
school?
so if you, and just for your, it's actually kind of almost a good thing, because the majority of the board hasn't been with us during years where this has really been a raised issue, or it's kind of thankfully been in our past. If you do go back and look at that first checklist that Mark sent out in error, that is our internal protocol and our internal notification. So yes, the school's superintendent gets notified, the athletic director gets notified, the facility director gets notified, the Staines people get voted. Yep, get notified at the regional, police, fire, and we're open if there's somebody missing on that list, if you do take the time to look at it that you think would benefit. Typically, if it's during the summertime, we have the ability through our permitting system to send notification out to licensed individuals that we may want to target. So if something like this is happening, or we have high heat or anything like that, we communicate with all of our camp permit holders. Through the state, they're also communicating with the daycare providers and everything else, but because we don't license them. But we do make an effort to get it out there, and it gets sent to every single town employee. But if you take a look at the list and there's something missing, we would be happy to add it.
Yeah, we have community groups, so that'll go to different community groups in the list and stuff.
Yeah,
Everyone's blind CC, so you don't.
you don't
get
see it
email
unless you
us like
saw
this,
that.
yeah.
So, but we have a community group link that includes like baseball and football and all of the. Every year at the beginning of the season, Mark's tasked with updating our website and updating that contact sheet to make sure we have everybody and we're not scrambling when we need it.
Okay.
Make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from September 11th.
Second? All those in favor, say yes.
Hills, yes.
Me and yes.
Next on the agenda, any staff notes?
So I gave Tim one set of staff notes to deliver in my absence. And just in case I get the text, let me make it practice.
So we have flu vaccine. We're doing a likely clinic at the town meeting on the 23rd, before the town meeting. We also have vaccine we're doing schools on Thursday, and town offices on Thursday as well. So people can sign up for that.
Staff.
Staff, that's it, I'm sorry. And then as far as COVID vaccine, right now it's $230 to $240 a dose, and the reimbursement rate is much lower than that. So things haven't been finalized yet, but it looks like we'd be losing $100 per COVID dose. People can still get it at CVS, Walgreens, doctor's offices. Go there.
Right now, the state bid list that I have access to is, there's a third formulation coming out. That may shift the playing field once there's a third player out there. So we'll continue to watch it and continue to watch, because they haven't signed the document on the reimbursement rate through the biller that we use, which is UMass Boston, and they keep 10%. So if the reimbursement rate's only $140 and they're still keeping 10%, we'd be losing quite a bit on each vaccine. So we will revisit it and keep an eye on it. At the very least, I may want to consider ordering. One of them is actually single doses, which is fantastic, and we may want to consider ordering the 10-dose minimum of that for some of our homebound individuals who have caregivers that come in, so they still have a risk level. So I'll work with Captain Vamosi to see what his list looks like right now for homebounds that are looking for it, and I do think that may be something we may undertake. The state will only provide if for, actually COVID they're not providing anything. Flu they can do under and uninsured. But at flu, we do find with our reimbursement, we more than cover. But and I just got my text, so does anybody have any questions on the flu or the COVID shots? For me?
No.
No, okay. If you do, you know how to reach me via email.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you all.
All right, and any member notes?
I have none.
No.
All right, then I make a motion to adjourn the Board of Health meeting for October 10th, Tuesday at 6:16 p.m.
Second.
All those in favor, Zias, yes.
Mills, yes.
And yes.
Now, when I was a board member on the Stoughton Health Board,